Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Dinar Shift. Today's development marks one of the most significant turning points in recent currency history. After years of speculation and discussion, credible reports have now confirmed that live exchange rates for the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong are appearing at select United States financial institutions. What many had long awaited appears to be happening quietly but definitively. Across the country, both private account holders and analysts are closely watching as verified data begins to emerge from the banking sector, signaling a transition that could reshape how these currencies are viewed within the global financial system. For many observers, this moment represents more than a financial headline. It's the culmination of years of patience, research, and uncertainty. The confirmation that exchange screens are displaying live international rates gives tangible proof that progress is being made. Institutions involved have not issued broad announcements, but activity inside certain financial centers confirms that changes are underway. As this story continues to unfold, the focus remains on understanding what these developments mean for holders of the Dinar and Dong, and how financial institutions are managing the initial stages of what appears to be a carefully phased rollout. Reports indicate that internal notifications were sent overnight to specific regional banks across the United States. These notifications advise staff to prepare for an increase in requests for currency exchanges involving the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong. Several branches began internal system tests early this morning, with some conducting limited exchanges for pre-scheduled clients under strict oversight. The process, according to sources within the banking sector, is being managed gradually to maintain stability and prevent any sudden influx of customers seeking to exchange their holdings without prior appointments. Bank representatives have confirmed that while live rates are visible, the rollout is being conducted in phases. This method allows regulatory bodies and institutions to maintain control, ensure compliance, and verify the authenticity of each transaction. The controlled implementation also helps prevent misinformation from spreading and allows banks to monitor for irregular activities. The fact that verified exchange rates are being observed at all is significant, as it confirms that the currencies in question are transitioning from inactive to active status in international trading systems. For Dinar and Dong holders, the significance of this development lies in recognition. When live international rates appear within authorized financial systems, it signals that these currencies are now functional within global trading platforms. Though not all banks are participating yet, those with updated systems confirm that official exchange rate data is now live. This marks a fundamental step forward and provides verifiable proof that the revaluation processes, long discussed within economic and policy circles, are now operational at certain levels. Behind the scenes, this process involves complex financial coordination. For banks to process foreign currency exchanges, rate data must first be received and confirmed through centralized financial systems. These systems interface with global databases operated by international regulatory bodies and central banks. Once rates are confirmed and activated, they appear on institutional platforms across the network. This synchronization ensures that all participating banks display identical data, maintaining consistency and compliance across borders. Current evidence shows that U.S. financial institutions are now receiving updated rate information for the first time in years. This suggests a transition from restricted trading status to active, tradable status for both currencies. For Iraq, in particular, it represents another milestone in restoring international financial credibility. The country has spent years rebuilding its economic foundations, reinforcing its currency stability, and regaining confidence from global partners. The emergence of live rates is a direct reflection of those efforts. One of the key clarifications made by financial experts today is that there will be only one official exchange rate for each currency. Despite persistent online rumors suggesting tiered or private exchange levels, official policies do not permit multiple rates within authorized systems. Whether a transaction occurs at Bank of America, Wells Fargo, or any other institution, the core exchange rate per unit will remain identical nationwide. Any differences would arise only from processing fees or service charges, not from variation in rate values. This uniformity ensures transparency and fairness across all transactions. It prevents confusion, speculation, and potential manipulation. U.S. banking law requires that all foreign currency exchanges adhere to federal and international standards. This means that every participant has equal access to the official rate, maintaining the integrity of the process. The financial sector views this standardization as vital for public trust, especially during such a closely monitored development. Another commonly discussed issue involves currency purchase receipts. Many holders have asked whether proof of purchase affects exchange rates or eligibility. The answer remains straightforward: it does not. Banks do not determine rates based on when or where the currency was acquired. Their only concern is verifying the authenticity of the physical notes and ensuring all transactions comply with anti-money laundering and regulatory requirements. However, while receipts are not required for the exchange itself, They hold importance for tax documentation. Receipts help verify the original purchase date and cost, which determines how gains or losses are calculated for tax purposes. This information allows authorities to assess capital gains tax correctly. Without documentation, an individual may be taxed at a higher rate, as the entire exchange value could be considered profit. Therefore, it remains prudent for currency holders to locate any available purchase records before exchanging. The reason this development has not yet reached major news outlets is due to the method of implementation. Financial institutions are proceeding through internal phases of testing and verification before any public announcements are made. This soft launch strategy minimizes confusion, reduces operational strain, and helps maintain regulatory compliance. Once systems have been confirmed stable and capable of handling larger transaction volumes, broader communication is expected to follow. Behind the scenes, close coordination is occurring between banks and federal oversight agencies. Each transaction and system update must comply with anti-terrorism laws, anti-fraud standards, and financial transparency regulations. This oversight ensures the legitimacy of every step in the process. While the confirmation of live rates is cause for interest and optimism, institutions continue to stress the importance of caution and patience as the rollout expands. Meanwhile, developments within Iraq and Vietnam continue to provide context for these events. Iraq's foreign reserves have grown substantially in recent years, and inflation has remained stable. The country's leadership has prioritized economic diversification and trade reforms, improving financial confidence domestically and internationally. In Vietnam, manufacturing and exports have surged, boosting the nation's overall currency, strength, and regional economic influence. These internal improvements have laid the groundwork for their currencies to regain strength and international standing. Analysts monitoring these events have described today's confirmations as among the most credible signs of progress to date. The presence of live rates across multiple U.S. banking systems cannot occur without authorization from centralized financial authorities. This fact reinforces the authenticity of the data and dispels previous doubts about speculative reporting. The information now being verified is part of official global financial feeds, integrated through recognized regulatory channels. The news has already generated increased public attention. With online discussions and inquiries directed toward major banks, institutions are maintaining careful communication, confirming that while rates are visible, general public exchanges may still require scheduling and verification. Some banks are expected to implement appointment-based exchanges during this early phase to maintain security and order. For those preparing to exchange, financial experts recommend several precautionary steps. Holders should ensure that all currency is properly organized and kept in good condition. As damaged notes may require additional verification, contacting local branches to confirm participation and appointment procedures is advisable. Identification documents and purchase receipts should be readily available, and consulting a certified tax professional before proceeding can help clarify obligations and avoid potential complications. Security remains an ongoing concern. Authorities have issued warnings against unauthorized exchange offers or online advertisements claiming preferential rates. Only licensed banks and federally authorized exchange centers are permitted to process foreign currency transactions. Individuals are urged to verify credentials before engaging in any transaction. Scams often target those seeking quick exchanges, so awareness is essential. Rumors of secret exchange groups or exclusive contract rates have circulated for years, but financial regulators confirm that no such programs exist within legal frameworks. Every exchange must adhere to the same regulatory and operational standards. Claims suggesting special access or higher rates are unfounded. The process unfolding now is transparent, standardized, and designed to ensure equal opportunity for all holders. As for when the general public will have full access, financial institutions indicate that expansion will occur progressively. This controlled timing allows for proper training of staff, verification of systems, and synchronization with oversight agencies. Once confirmed, stable banks are expected to issue public notifications outlining procedures for standard exchange appointments. Until that time, holders are advised to remain patient and rely only on official bank communications. Monitoring verified channels, such as institutional websites or customer portals, is the safest way to stay informed. Relying on social media rumors or unverified online forums can lead to misinformation and unnecessary stress. For many long-term holders, today's developments are being received with both relief and reflection. Years of uncertainty, debate, and speculation have culminated in measurable progress. While it is too early to assess the full implications, the confirmation of live rates represents a historic shift from rumor to reality. Still, restraint and careful planning remain crucial as the process advances. Financial analysts anticipate that additional banks will activate live rates in the coming days as system synchronization expands nationwide. Once all authorized centers display uniform rates, currency exchanges will proceed under standard operating conditions. This normalization will signify full integration of the dinar and dong into the functioning global financial network. These changes carry implications not just for investors, but for Iraq and Vietnam's broader economic futures. Both nations are poised to strengthen their positions within international trade and attract renewed foreign interest. The move toward full exchange activity reflects confidence in their reforms and stability. In conclusion, the confirmation of live exchange rates in the United States marks a major milestone. Though the public rollout is ongoing, the process is now visibly active and verifiable. There is one unified rate for all. Receipts are relevant only for tax purposes, and authorized institutions remain the only legitimate channels for exchange. This moment signifies progress built on years of preparation and oversight. The story continues to evolve, and Dinar Shift will provide factual updates as more information becomes available. Thank you for watching and staying informed as history unfolds in real time.